Yes, sir. I sure can, yeah. Calm down.
Young at Adam 9, Sam 6 Sam, Young Adam 9, Sam 6 Sam, 22. Rookie 87, 60 DD. Photo silver grand anthem.
G6. Hey, I got St. Charles County harassing me right now, and O'Fallon's getting out of his car right now too. So I got my camera running. So I would appreciate if you come down this way if I'm needed. Are you near this area? Yeah, I'm right down double. What'd you say? Yeah, they can't do nothing to me. I'm not on private property or anything. I'm gonna let them know. I said, you know, if they have a problem with this, I'm going to tell them, you know, if this is private property, I'd see you guys having a problem. But he was kind of firm when he asked for my license. I said, is there a reason that you're, you know, asking for my license? I'm not doing anything wrong. He says, well, it's a little suspicious. He said, what are you listening to on the scanner? I said, it's not a scanner, it's my telephone. I happen to be on a scanner station. So I'm gonna hold on, zoom in on him right now so he can. Yeah, a couple of them were doing 67 and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm gonna tell them too. But I'm right down here in the construction zone before you get to that Wentzville High School down here on Double D. So, yeah, they got nothing better to do. You got your scanner on? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they just called my plates in. They already did all their good stuff, and they think they got you know, this is crazy. It's nothing illegal with me. He said there's a first for everything, and I said, yeah, if this is the worst thing that somebody can do is shoot laser, you know. So they see I just zoom my camera in on him too. So, and he did come back out of his car. He said, Matt, can you please back up a little bit for me so I can get my car off the road? I said, yeah, no problem. Asked after he was really nice to me about the license, because he was getting firm. He's getting mad that I didn't want to give him my license. But after I gave it to him, I said, you know, you're being nice to me. I got no problem giving you the license, but I don't see a reason in it. So I'll put the phone down. You can hear him talk. Hold on.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, I appreciate your time today.
No problem.
Ofal has a pump station here.
Okay.
So a lot of times you'll see City Ofal coming through here.
Right.
You know, I know sometimes people would consider that a target, you know, because of the amount of money going through there.
No
so
problem.
Sitting here, and then I walked up and seen a radar. And
well, you see, I got a laser gun, a radar detector.
What one you got there, man?
It's a Pro Laser 2. It's real old. I know that they use the Stalker up on. O'Fallon used a Stalker, and I think you guys use Pro Laser 3.
We have a Stalker also.
Yeah, do you have a Stalker?
DSXR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's cool, man.
Hey, no problem. I was just talking to my buddy. We like doing this kind of stuff, and I was like, you know,
I got 2 cops out here right now wondering what the hell I'm doing. Right. I got you.
No, I gotta be honest with you. It is what I said. I'm like, if I mean, I can't shoot laser on the side of the road, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. But you got to investigate.
But you got to pulled up and your tenant window. You know, I'm like,
you got to investigate. Right. You know how many cops though that don't?
Yeah,
they never do. So you're well observant.
You getting any good speeds through here?
Well, you know what? Can I tell you the truth? I was up on Double D shooting. I got two St. Charles County doing 72 on a 60.
Oh, really?
Which
sure they weren't going to a call?
No lights were on.
Oh, okay.
No lights.
Wow.
I mean, it's only 12 over. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's alarming.
Yeah.
But
then I got an Ofal officer.
You got to get to. I think we had a. I don't know if you're listening to our scanner, but
well, I just heard you call my plate in.
Going on, so yeah.
I heard you call the plate in, but I was on the phone.
Them dudes were going at earlier, but probably over.
I'm not the type of guy to sit here. It's not like I'm gonna call the station and say I saw a cop doing 72.
I would encourage that, man. If that's what you have going on.
No.
Well, who calibrates your laser there?
Oh, it's not calibrated. I got it off eBay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Was that from an old police station?
The last time this was, it says it was calibrated on 4/7/08.
Wow.
Next due on 10/7 of 08. So you can tell it. It's way out there.
Gotcha.
These have been taken out of service, so you can find them on eBay quite a bit.
Okay.
So
you might want to. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think the city has an ordinance against it. But from here down to the 8800 block, off of Double D, well, on this side of Double D.
Towards Ofal?
You're actually within the city limits
of Ofal.
The corporate city limits of Ofal
right
now.
Right.
I don't think the city has an ordinance against it. If you check the website, there's a link to go to the Muni Code.
Right. Okay.
I'm not going to hassle her.
I do a lot of the boards on the internet and stuff, and the only thing that officers have ever done in any state is if you guys get phone calls saying somebody's pointing something at me and it's not a cop, then I can see you come out and say, "Can you please stop?"
Gotcha.
Well,
if you're parked on the side of the road, you're probably going to get checked out.
Right.
If someone's just driving by to make sure you're okay.
Well, if you guys are doing your job and you guys are good officers, you're not going to, ain't like you're going to throw me in jail for it.
No, it's just something like I said. If you're home on the internet, just research it, because like I said, I don't know.
I will check that out.
That's not exactly an ordinance.
Take care.
Right,
Thank you.
So, all right, man.
All right. You like that? The main guy was the county guy. No, he was cool after he found out that there ain't nothing on my stuff. Oh, about the thing? Yeah. No, how about this? If it's illegal, you need to get on your radio and find out if it's illegal. Get your supervisor over here and find out for me. But I tell you what, Jason, I knew eventually this would happen. Yeah. Did you hear me? Did you hear me tell him I got 2 St. Charles County at 72? And he said, "Were they on a call?" And I said, "Nope, the lights weren't on." And he said that's alarming. And I'm thinking it was probably him. And he knows it too. I think he knows it. But I didn't want him to think that I'm a total dick and I'm going to, that's what I was trying to say. I'm not like I'm going to call your station and report you guys are speeding. I'd want the same courtesy if I was in a hurry. Well, that was kind of strange. They must have been out on a call together, because St. Charles County came around that turn and he slowed down. I even got him on laser and he slowed way down to like 20. And I said, okay, he's going to, the first thing he did is like they always do. He said, "Everything okay, sir? I just want to make sure everything's fine because you're kind of off on a little road here." And I said, "No, everything's fine. I'm just shooting a little laser." And, I don't know why. It's the first time I ever asked for my license. So. And he's saying he's saying that there's a I'm sitting off a road where you heard him say there's a pump house back there and somebody might do something. Yeah, but yeah, there's a gate. It's closed. If it says no trespassing, I probably wouldn't have been back here. But it's like, come on, man. You see that I'm shooting laser. You see, you know. But at the same time, I'm really sure cops do not like it when I have a scanner playing in the background. Oh, he says he's got... I said, I know Fallon's got a stalker unit. I said, you guys, I think, got Pro Laser 3. He says, no, we got a stalker SRT. And I'm thinking, no, that's your radar unit, dude. I'm talking about laser. The county didn't know the difference between laser and radar. Because he even said to me, he said, he said, I just see a guy shooting radar on the side of the road. I said, I guess there's a first for everything. And I'm thinking to myself, no, dude, I'm not the only one that do this. There are a lot of people on the internet. This is a little hobby. Yeah, I tell you, I guess they could have been real dicks. They could have, I guess they could have questioned the gun if it's stolen and they want to check the serial number. And I think that's where he was going with that, when it was calibrated last and all that. And, you know, serial number's right on it. Calibration sticker's right on it. That's right. Well, I showed him this. Yeah. The last officer was in his mid to late 20s. The guy I was talking to was a big dude, not fat, but a big dude, working out wise. He was probably in his middle 30s. But he, like you said, he was cool. He came over. He said, "What are you on the phone?" He'd probably on the phone telling people, "I got 2 officers over here harassing me." And I said, "No, I mean, you know." Yeah, I would like to hear what they have to say. They're probably going to talk on their scanner now. Make sure I hear what they say. But it was funny that I didn't see a cop. I was up on Double D shooting the highway for 25 minutes. I didn't see a single St. Charles County or Ofal cop anywhere. And then I went all the way down Double D, all the way up to the high school there and turned around. I didn't see a cop anywhere. And then these 2 cops, after me sitting here for 15 minutes, they just popped out of nowhere. So I have no idea what they were doing or where they were at. So... yeah, just kind of come down that hill slowly and you'll see me. There's room for you to pull in. All right. Take care. Bye.